This is Minecraft Bedrock Edition, the version that's also known for its incredible bugs. What the? Today, I'll be surviving 100 days in Minecraft's Bedrock Edition. I'll build the ultimate survival base, defeat both Ender Dragon and Wither, because they're both easy, and will try my best not to die. Oh my god! Started on day 0, and I spawned in a forest and found a pig, punched it, and punched my first tree. My second tree, didn't like that, and I found the tree I liked. And then I got some oak planks, made a crafting table, made a wooden pickaxe and axe, and had wooden tools. I then found a gray sheep, decided to murder him and his family and friends. I then decided to go towards a stone cave. Yep, all caves are not stone. Mined some cobblestone, and yeah, I grabbed all the cobblestone, made a stone pickaxe and an axe and sword and a furnace. I gathered some resources before I left. I then left the cave, made a boat, found a village, and found some hay, which I stole from the villagers gladly. And I made some bread with the wheat and sold their bed because I need to sleep, and found some armor in a chest in a random villager's home. Then put on his armor, and I like his armor. Hit this iron golem because he's not cool, and I decided to murder him because he's not a cool dude. While admiring the sunset, I found the craziest thing that I probably ever discovered in Minecraft.
Is that a Woodland mansion? I literally had to check that out. Yo, that just woke me up. No shot to Woodland mansion. I don't think it's moving. I think it might be. Oh my!
I then took a nap and woke up the next day hoping it was a Woodland mansion, and it looked like it was. So I ran to the direction where the Woodland mansion was spotted, and
that is a Woodland mansion, right? Yeah, that definitely is a Woodland mansion.
I then made a quick temporary base with this weird odd wood.
Now we got a little home going. We can explore the Woodland mansion now.
I broke their windows and decided to go inside the Woodland mansion, and yeah, I had a couple of dudes attacking me, but they were no match and they were pretty much useless. I then killed this magician that dropped a totem and an emerald and almost got blown up by a creeper.
What?
I then decided to block this guy off and had this other one, and guess what happens?
Oh my god! Oh, that did so much damage.
I left the Woodland mansion and went straight to my temporary base, where I made an iron pickaxe and tamed this wolf that stole all my bones. Found a ruined portal with a gapple and golden boots, which I'll take because I have leather boots. And I found another one, which had better loot and had a golden pick with fortune 3 and like the best enchantments. Then went to sleep and woke up on day 4. I then had some plans going. I wanted to find a village, which I did. I then robbed their loot, got a saddle, got some bread, and decided to trap the villagers because they will later work for me for free pretty much. And I make a temporary base so I could start terraforming for my base and find this ugly chicken. Built a foundation for my home and mined a couple of trees because I needed a lot of wood for my house. Made some pillars and filled in the walls with oak planks. Made some staircase in the front. Then filled in the second story. Boom, filled the floor in. Put the doors down and made some slabs. Boom, placed some staircases for the roof. And yeah, and it was finally 50% complete. I then grabbed some stone and put the stone to cook so I can make a cool looking stone that makes the base look cool. Then filled the roof in, boom, filled the roof in even more, and was done with the roof, sort of. The windows are not placed. I then went to a neighboring lake, which I found some sand, mined the sand, placed the sand furnace, placed some windows down, and yeah, placed it for the other side of the house. I placed some slabs to cover up the roof. I then covered the floor off in the first floor and placed some windows in the attic. I then went to a nearby cave, which was pretty close. I went to it before, and yeah, I found diamonds. Boom, only 3 diamonds though, which I'll take. And then made some weird design with slabs. Yup, that's the checkers pattern. Made some iron armor because I need iron armor. Who doesn't like iron armor? And then broke both of the chests of the previous camp. And yeah, I had a lot of stuff in my inventory. I then placed it inside the house and made this cool weird shelf thing for the chest and placed some lanterns down. I then did the same design with the shelves and had some furnaces down. Grabbed 3 diamonds and made a diamond pickaxe because I was looking for obsidian to make an enchantment table. And luckily under my house was a lava pool, and got to mining the obsidian. I needed an enchantment table and a nether portal. I then found this horse with his kid and decided to kidnap him him. I am gonna now use him for traveling. I then grabbed the necessary resources for an enchantment table and went straight to crafting it. And I had an enchantment table. Then made some bookshelves for the level 30 enchantment. And yeah, I didn't place at all and decided to get distracted and build a basement, which ended up looking like this. I'm definitely putting the villagers here. Holy, this is a lot of space. I then realized I made an enchantment table and placed the bookshelves at the speed of light. I then hired some villagers that I'll be paying, and yeah, I put them inside the basement. And then this guy decided to die. Yeah, he had it coming. Placed some iron bars for the villagers, and yeah, I had them stored in there. Boom. Another one, boom. And another one. And this guy didn't want his job. You know what? Let me try this guy. Does he want his job? No, he doesn't. What about this guy to the left? Does he want his job? No, he doesn't. And this guy is trying to escape. And they ended up wanting jobs. Yeah, and this guy tried to escape. So I locked him up permanently. And then this random Fletcher villager stuck in the corner, right? He didn't want to move a singular inch. So I decided to waterboard him. And not even that stopped him. He is still unfazed until he started drowning, of course. Yeah, he was not getting out of the corner. So I ended up hiring him in that corner and he liked his job. I then gave him a bed so they can breed. And then the craziest thing happens to me while giving these guys jobs.
Oh, mending. There we go. We got one. What? What are the chances of that?
I then buy mending off the cheapest villager with mending and decided to replace this guy's job. And he gave me fortune 2, which I'll gladly take. Gave this guy sticks for emeralds. Got enough emeralds for fortune 2. And I bought it twice. I then combined both books and made fortune 3, which I'll be using for my diamond pick. I then enchanted my diamond pick and only got unbreaking 3. Then combined efficiency 2 with it and fortune 3 with it, which makes a pretty decent pickaxe. I then decided to travel with my horse and make this crazy water bucket clutch with my horse. I put my horse in a hole so I could keep him safe from running away, venture into the cave, then mine a ton of diamonds until I had enough diamonds and get spawn camped by a witch. Made a diamond sword, diamond axe, helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. And now I had a full set of diamond tools along with a full set of diamond armor. Played some cobblestone down for the big gate I'm gonna make, or not the big gate, the big wall, whatever you want to call it, a compound or whatever. And yeah, it was finally done. I then placed some staircases for the details for the walls and added some extra blocks for a more castle-like look. Pillars down for a 3D formation for the walls to make it look cooler. And I did on every side. Placed some lanterns down because of light and mobs. Then placed some doors for the entrance of the compound. Then started hoeing the ground so I could make a garden all around the base. That is very loud. And then placed some fences. Made some details on the walls. Found this cool little cat, which I didn't have fish for, but then I grabbed a fishing rod in my house, or made one. Then I had my horse staring at me. Nice. Then fished for some fishies, and then got a couple fishies, and went towards a cat, but unfortunately I couldn't find him. And I had to look in the village. The village was right next to me, so I went in the village to make sure. And yeah, I found him, luckily. Do I tame him? And I do tame him. Let's go. I then bring him inside my base. I then place some lanterns for better lighting and trade with the villager for some emeralds. I then began building an XP farm because I was in need of XP. And the XP farm was finally complete, so I grabbed some XP and guess it works. Then got some obsidian to make a nether portal and went straight outside and built the nether portal. Lit it up because that's how nether portals work. Went inside the nether portal and unfortunately I got a basalt biome, which is very bad. I then mined some quartz for XP and left the nether after getting some XP. After leaving the nether, I got on my horse and ventured far away to get a better nether spawn because the last one sucked. I then made a hole for my horse to keep him safe and went inside the nether portal. And the area was looking a bit more promising than the last. I found a bastion which was useful for pearls and gold, and looted all their gold and killed these ugly piglin dudes. And yeah, I just sniped them all off and stole all their gold. But before doing that, I broke that spawner, boom, Grabbed some netherite upgrades, and yeah, broke all their gold. Because, yeah, it's my gold now. After some exploring, I then found a nether fortress. Got jumped by every nether mob in the game. Every singular one. Everything you can name, I got jumped by. Look at this. Yeah, I was pretty scared. After making peace with the mobs, I went ahead and went towards a blaze spawner. And yeah, killed them for blaze rods. But then this ugly slime tried to take me out, but luckily I had some instincts and yeah, I ran away. I then killed some blazes and had a total of 10 blaze rods. I then mined this red fruit just in case if I needed potions later on, and killed some endermen for pearls. I then got a total of 13 pearls. I then left the nether because I got enough pearls and blaze rods and went back home. And unfortunately ran through this problem where my horse couldn't swim. So honestly, I just left him. Unfortunately, I will be getting him later though. By later, I mean never. I then went to sleep and woke up to this bird on fire. I don't know what happened there. I decided to get a new horse because... and it started glitching, and went back home. And started planting some seeds because I'm a farmer, and put mending on my diamond pickaxe, which had pretty good enchantments. Then made a bed frame. Don't know why, don't ask me why, but I made it anyways to make it cool. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. Placed some barrels on the side of my bed, then a shelf with a crafting table and a furnace, and went to the slave dungeon to get prop 4, or not to get prop 4, but then I got prop 4. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I got some prop 4 armor, or books, and put prop 4 on my armor, or my helmet, and my chest plate. And put mending on my chest plate as well, and start trading with the villagers. Oh my god, my ears. And after breaking the lectern, I finally get Unbreaking 3. Whoa, no way. Then get some Unbreaking 3 books because I need it, and put it on my armor because I need it. Boom. Not bad. Not bad, kid. Went to the XP farm to get some levels, but unfortunately my XP farm was pretty dog shit. And yeah, I only got like 2 levels out of that. And then feed my villagers for the first time in 72 days. Go to the farm and break some dirt from the farm because I was planning on making a farm for the animals. Or not for the animals, but the animals that are coming in the future. And then place some fences down. And bring the cows home. Or their home. I guess. I don't even know, bro. And I breed them. Yup. And then I get a singular sheep. Then later on, I bring him a friend. Oh, there he is. And he's very shy. He does not want to come in. Bro, I'm not going to do anything to you, bro. Come here. Nah, little does he know. I then make some blaze powder and convert all the blaze powder into eyes of ender, and had enough to beat the ender dragon. And then I start breaking the lectern here because I need feather falling 4. And what do I get? I get feather falling 4. Nice. That is a lot of emeralds for feather falling 4, but I'll take it anyways. And the mending book as well. Then enchanted my boots and got feather falling 4, which means that was a waste of time. Then threw my first eye of ender, and it leaded me behind my house towards the mob spawner. I then went and traveled very far, and my horse starts dying to fruits. Bucks him up after him almost dying to fucking fruits, and dug down because the eye of ender leaded me down towards this area, and eventually found it. I then heard some silverfish rats, and yeah, I knew it was there. Boom, destroyed the silverfish rat spawner and started placing the eyes of ender. Boom. I went inside the end portal and unfortunately got a very bad spawn, so if the ender dragon decided to push me off, he would. But luckily, I did not die and destroyed every end crystal, and this happened. Look at this creature. Luckily, I made that water bucket clutch, and look at this. He was like, no, you're gonna die today. But I took the gapple and didn't die today. I then finished the remaining end crystals and had destroyed every singular one of them and started hitting him with my sword. After throwing him, I finally finished him off with my sword. I then got all his XP and yeah, I had a bunch of XP. Nice. I then got the dragon egg as well. Boom. And, oh, holy voice crack. And get teleported inside. Nice. Through that voice crack, I found 2 end cities in the distance. And then I went towards one, went inside in the entrance, and looted a chest which had pretty good leggings, which I'll take. Bridged towards the end ship and got hit by, whatever these things are. I forgot what they're called, but they lift you up and levitate you. After killing that creature, I went down and finally got my hands on the elytra. No way. Then got the dragon head, can't forget about that, and went back home. Used the water strat this time. I then took the portal and went back home. And upgraded my axe, which had the best enchantments I've seen on the axe. And pretty good enchantments for my shovel and my sword, which is pretty good. Then trade emeralds for an Unbreaking 3 book, get mending on my elytra. And Unbreaking 3 as well. Can't forget about that. I then also upgraded my diamond leggings and had prop 4 thorns to an Unbreaking 3, which is pretty much the best. And elytra towards the nether portal that I built very, very far away and went inside it. And accidentally broke the nether portal and was now stranded. And went back to the nether fortress for some wither skeletons. And then I get jumped. And I killed these 2 and get my first wither head. Then killed many more wither skeletons and get my second one, followed by my third one, which means I had enough for the wither and did the wooden strat to light up my portal. I don't know how I found that obsidian, but I did. Don't ask me why. And equipped my elytra to find a flat area to fight the wither in. I then found my spot and went to sleep and came back the next day. Very prepared. Boom. And placed 3 skulls and it didn't work. I then removed the grass under and it finally worked. Let's go. And yeah, this is me fighting him. Boom, he's half health now.
I think he might have exploded already.
I then ran for my life. And luckily, I survived. Nice. Went back to finish him off because he was pretty low. Oh my god, my ears. And I finally finished him off. And took his nether star. That sounded weird. And then went back home and made a beacon. And used iron blocks and placed the beacon down. And I had the beacon and made a build that I didn't copy from YouTube at all, which was holding the egg and the head of the dragon. And then finally went back to get my horse from long ago. Honestly feel kind of bad. I put some diamond armor on him for leaving him and put some armor stands with iron armor and diamond armor and gold armor and leather armor. Nice. And I then move it and it looks pretty cool in my first floor. And while flying with my elytra, I made one of the mistakes that could cost me my life. After almost dying, I went back outside and bone mealed the outside and added some final details because my house is ugly. And I had some things, yeah. I had some details in the farm as well because the farm was pretty plain. And it was finally the last day. Until day 100, and I took a final look, and yeah, here's a time lapse of the final day. It was then nighttime, and I had to go to sleep for the final day. It is now day 100, and I've made a lot of progress with this world, and will still continue. And if you would like to see day 200, subscribe and like, or I'll delete your Minecraft worlds.